defense. Getting out of the 2-3 was Iceland on the bench. Over to Jennings on the corner. She'll drive into the middle. Crowder on the elbow. Back to Jennings up at the top of the key. She tries to drive baseline. She does. 12-footer up. Good. And one as she's fouled on the shot. Great move by Marissa Jennings, and we're going to need some buckets out of her with Iceland on the bench. Looks like Iceland's okay. She's set to check back in the game as Crowder will go back to the bench, and Marissa Jennings set to tie this ball game up. 31-30, 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter at Lebanon High School. Her shot is up and good, and we are all knotted up. 31-31, and I believe, thought we might have had a timeout. Just looks like a substitution. Wilson Central inbounds to Hassel. Gets it back into the middle to McGee. She tries to pass, stolen by Coggins. She'll throw up a layup. It's up and good. Lebanon takes the lead, 33-31. Inbounds, Wilson Central having problems with the ball, but Campbell will take a timeout. This crowd is electric, guys. What an exciting game here at Campbell Brennan Gymnasium. 33-31, your Lebanon Blue Devilettes leading. We'll be back in 30. Welcome back into Campbell Brennan Gymnasium, and what an exciting game this has been so far. Your Lebanon Blue Devilettes riding high off their final 2 wins of the regular season, leading now the Wilson Central Wildcats 33-31. Lebanon putting on a full court man-to-man press as Wilson Central inbounds. They get it into Hassel. She'll drive the baseline. Pass stolen by Iceland Eli. She'll drive to the basket. Right past her defender, off the glass, and good. Lebanon stand in their man-to-man defense, giving fits to Wilson Central. Coggins goes for the pass, still no good. Almost stolen by Lebanon again, and Coggins comes up with it in the far corner. She'll get it across to Payton, over to Jennings across the timeline, into the middle, across court pass to Iceland Eli. She'll put up a 3 from the corner, and good! What a shot by Iceland Eli. She is fired up. Wilson Central wants another timeout. What a ball game, 38-31, 2:11 left to go here in the third. We'll be back in 30. Welcome back in here to Hester Gibbs Court, where your Lebanon Blue Devilettes are in the midst of shocking not just the county, not just the region, but the entire state here, leading the 22-4 Wildcats of Wilson Central, defending state champions. It's 38-31. Wilson Central inbounds. Still 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Wilson Central been having problems just getting it across half court. And almost stolen again by Stafford, but they'll say last touch by Lebanon. Wilson Central going to be set to inbounds on the sideline. Lebanon staying in their man-to-man defense. 18 turnovers now for Wilson Central as they finally get the ball in. They'll go over to Aisha Hassel at the top of the key. She'll get it over to Van Lanningham. She'll try to set up the offense in the middle to McGee. She'll go down low to Hassel, loses the handle, kicks it back out to Peterson. She'll put up a 3. It's up and good. 38-34, 4-point lead for Lebanon as they inbounds the ball. No full court pressure now by Wilson Central, as Brianna Payton will bring it across the half-court line. Wilson Central in an extended 2-3 zone. Iceland Eli on the elbow, drives the middle of the lane, kicks out to Payton. Her 3's up and good. Lebanon answering back with a 3 of their own. Wilson Central inbounds the ball, gets it across the half-court line, into the corner to Van Lanningham, back out to McGee, cross-court pass over to Hassel. She'll bring it back out, and up still by Payton. Her shot's up, no good, off the iron. Restolen by Lebanon. Her shot's up, no good. Man, looks like Anna Stafford might have taken a finger in the eye as she goes down to the floor. She's hurting pretty badly, it looks like. I tell you what, we'll take a 30-second timeout and try to find out what's going on. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Big round of applause for Anna Stafford as she gets up on her own power and walks over to the bench where Justin McKinney, our sports trainer, right on top of things as always. Looks like she just got a finger in the eye. She'll be okay. Hopefully we'll see her in the fourth quarter. Iceland Eli now at the free throw line, set for 2 shots. First one on the way. It's up. And it's off the mark. If you're just joining us, 41-34, 55 seconds left here in the third period. Your Lebanon Blue Devils leading by 7 points. Second free throw up and good. 42-34, Wilson Central inbounds. Lebanon staying in their full court man-to-man defense. They get the ball in across the half-court line to Van Lanningham. Back over to McGee. She'll go down low. Cross-court pass over to Van Lanningham. In the middle to Hassel. Her shot up, no good. Rebounded by Wilson Central. Up, no good. And Iceland Eli comes down with the rebound. They'll get it over to Peyton, and she'll slow things down. And I assume Lebanon will be holding the ball here for 1 shot. Big third quarter here for Lebanon as they were down 10 to start the half. And now lead by 8. They get it to the top to Iceland Eli. Back into the game, Mackenzie Lamberson. She has the ball on the right wing. She'll drive the baseline and have it knocked out off her leg, they'll say. So back over to Wilson Central. 11.6 seconds left to go in the game. In the third quarter. Wilson Central inbounds. Lebanon staying in their full court man-to-man. Across the half-court line, they get it to Van Lanningham. Across down to Hassel. She'll get it back up to Van Lanningham for 3. Shots off, no good. Rebound by Hassel. Hers off the backboard and no good. So at the end of the third quarter, boy, oh boy, what a quarter it was for Lebanon as they lead 42-34 against one of the best teams in the state. We'll be back for your fourth and final quarter in 30 seconds. Welcome back into Campbell Brennan Gymnasium. Shocker in the process right here as your Lebanon Blue Devils lead the Wilson Central Wildcats 42-34. And I tell you, this broadcaster wouldn't call it a shocker because this Lebanon Blue Devils team all year has been on the verge of greatness. 1 quarter to go before this one's in the books, guys. They get it in the middle to Iceland Eli. She tries to go back door, no good. Shots up and good. What a shot by Iceland Eli. That's now 21 points in the game for her to go along with her 3 rebounds, 6 steals, and 2 assists. Wasson trying to get the ball into the middle of the court, kind of missed what was going on there, but she hits the floor, and they'll call the foul on Lebanon. Wasson back in the game with those 4 fouls, as she's one of the seniors here on this Wilson Central team, been a part of 2 of their state championships. You know she has a lot of leadership and a lot of skills. Wilson Central for 3 in the corner. It's up and good. Jessica Christopher in the corner, long 3 to bring the score to 44-37. Peyton brings the ball across the half-court line. She'll get it to Lamberson at the top of the key. Lebanon will set up their offense. Into the middle to Iceland Eli. Her jumper's up, off the mark, off the front of the rim. Gets her own rebound, off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Wilson Central. Cross-court pass over to Wasson. She'll take it across the timeline. Goes baseline. Back out to the elbow. Back over to Wasson for 3. Her shot's off the mark. Iceland Eli will run the rebound down in the corner. Get it over to Peyton. And Lebanon wants to talk about it. We'll take a timeout with them. 44-37, 6:53 left to go in the quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back into Hester Gibbs Court. Just to give you an idea of what's going on here, Wilson Central has won 15 of their last 16 ball games here on their final regular season game as both squads set for district play later in the week. Lebanon leading right now 44-37 as they inbounds to Lamberson. She'll walk it across the timeline. Wilson Central tries to double team. She splits it, gets it over to Stafford, and they'll call her for a double dribble. Great job by Lamberson to avoid that double team as she sped up there at the half court, but Lebanon turns the ball over. Lebanon will put a full court man-to-man defense on as Wilson Central inbounds. Christopher with the ball. She'll get it across the half court line over to Wasson, stolen by Peyton. Great effort by Lamberson and Stafford both there. Peyton comes up with the ball and she'll bring it across the half court line. Lauren Wasson, very experienced senior on this squad, as her first shot's up and no good. She's been on the bench for a while on the second half as she picked up her 4th foul early in the 3rd quarter. She'll have one more shot coming to you. 6:08 left here in the 4th quarter. 44-37. Your Lebanon Blue Devilettes leading. Second shot's up. Off the front rim, no good. Rebounded by Marissa Jennings. She'll get it across to Peyton. She crosses the timeline over to Iceland. She faked a 3 and dragged the pivot foot. Things may be unraveling just a little bit for Lebanon, but they're not going to let this game go without a fight, I can tell you that. Wilson Central inbounds the ball. Gets it over to Van Lanningham. On the floor, Iceland Eli, what a heady play. Couldn't do anything with the ball. Threw it right off of Wasson's leg and out of bounds. Lebanon will have the ball back in will have the ball back, set to inbounds. They do so to Marissa Jennings. 7 steals now for Iceland Eli in the ball game as they get it to her in the corner. Her 15-footer's up, off the mark. Jennings bats it around. Hassel muscles it out of the arms. Jump ball. I tell you what, the crowd wanted a foul on Jasmine Hassel. They don't get it, but they do get a jump ball. Possession arrow to Wilson Central. They'll inbounds the ball into Hassel. She'll get it over to McGee. She'll try to get it across the timeline. She does. Over to Wasson. She fakes the pass down low. Now goes to Hassel. Puts the shot up off the backboard. No good, but fouled by Marissa Jennings. Jasmine Hassel stepped to the line for 2 free throws. .521 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Shots up and good. Now 44-38. Lebanon leading. Big crowd on hand tonight as it's senior